Howdy, we're going to look at percentage of amounts in this video, and for this one we're going to use a calculator method which involves using something called decimal multipliers. So I'm going to start by trying to explain what they are. I'm going to combine a percentage scale which goes from 1 up to 100% and convert that into the equivalent decimal scale which will go from 0 to 1. So essentially we're saying 100% is 1. And that's your decimal multiplier for 100%. So if I wanted to find 100% of something, times it by 1, and that was to give you the same amount, which would be the full 100%. We go for halfway, we've got 50%, and that would be halfway between 0 and 1. So your decimal equivalent, or decimal multiplier for finding 50%, is 0.5. So if we go half again to 25%, that would be 0.25. Now in place where we're trying to find percentages, we can just use a decimal multiplier. I'll just complete these decimal multipliers here. So 10% would be 0.1. 5% would be, have a little guess at what you think it's going to be, 0.05. And 1%, again, make sure you're having a think about this, 0.01. Now, when you normally find a percentage, you might divide it by 100 and then times it by 10. That's the same as, in this particular case, doing the decimal multiplier times by the amount. Which brings me to my little diagram over here. This is a little triangle that you might be familiar with from science for voltage, current and resistance, or maybe for speed, distance, time. And what you do is, if you want to find one of these, you cover it up and it tells you how to work out the other one. So we're trying to, in each of these cases, find the new amount. So what we have to do is do the original amount multiplied by the multiplier. And this might be a useful tool to use in a number of percentage questions. So we've done our new amount multiplied by the multiplier, and we get 45. So a quick way to find a percentage. What I'd like you to try now is pause the video and see if you can do the same thing for all of the 6 questions below, and then play the video once you've had a go, and let's see if you're right. I don't know why I pause. You can pause the video, but anyway I do. Okay, let's have a look. So 13% of 450. So convert it to a decimal equivalent and then times it by the amount. And you should have got 58.5. Same for the next one, convert it to a decimal, times it by the amount, and you should have got 369. For this one, hopefully you spotted it was 5%, not to be confused with 50%. So we're going to do 0.05. You'll notice each time we're dividing by 100, dividing by 100, dividing by 100. And if we do this calculation, we get 22.5 as our 5% of 450. Moving on to these ones, so we've already seen that 82% is 0.82, so 82.5 has a 5 on the end. Each time decimal place is moving by 2. And for this one we get 371.25. For the next one, we've got, that's what 30% would be, so we need to put 0 in to maintain the units is 0, and we've got the 4 on the end to make it the decimal equivalent of 30.4. And our answer will be 136.8. And then finally 0.3%. So we're going to have, that would be our normal, our tens of percentage units. So that's where our tenths will go, and you should get 1.35 as 0.3% of 450. Hopefully that went well for you. We'll just have a quick look at a problem at the bottom here where we can apply that skill. We're told a children's recommended daily allowance of calories is 1800. That is our original. In this case, and a packet of Smarties is 9% of a recommended daily allowance. If we convert that to our multiplier, 0.09, that's our multiplier. How many calories are there in a packet of Smarties? So a packet of Smarties contains 9% of 1800, which is going to be our decimal multiplier multiplied by the original, which gives us 162 calories. Hope that was useful. Enjoy your percentages.